2013 has definitely been the year of the Air Jordan 5. So far, Nike's already released 7 different pairs of the Jordan 5, and we have at least 3 more pairs coming out in the upcoming holiday months. In this video, I want to walk you through the last 2 pairs of 5s that Nike has released, and they're arguably the most valuable and most coveted of all the 2013 models. Well, with the exception of the Fear Pack 5, which is worth slightly more than the 3 Lab 5s. But the clear winner for 2013 so far has been these Doernbechers. They're going for well over $1,000. So let's start here with the 3 Lab 5s. This pair of Air Jordans is the first one from the Element series. And what I mean is Nike is taking elements from iconic Air Jordans and putting them on other shoes. So for this shoe, the element is elephant, and it comes from the Air Jordan 3, and Nike's putting it on the Air Jordan 5. So the shoe is called the 3 Lab 5. Each shoe comes with a little card. It says that the atomic number is 3, the element is elephant, and the atomic mass is 19.88, because the Air Jordan 3 came out in 1988. I can't help but think that this is very gimmicky and very hokey, and I really don't think that Nike's going to continue on with this Element series very long. A lot of people look at the Air Jordan 3 Lab 5, and it conjures up memories of the Flip 3s. So let's have a look at the Flip 3s and sort of compare them. When the Flip 3s came out, the big thing about this shoe is that the elephant print was flipped to the upper of the shoe. So normally on a pair of Jordan 3s, you'll have elephant print going around the toe, elephant print going around the heel, and no elephant on the upper. But on this shoe, the elephant print is on the upper of the shoe, not on the heel or the toe. So they sort of flipped it upside down. That's different from the 3 Lab 5, where the whole shoe is covered with elephant print. And then we've got these cool gamma blue accents, sort of a neon teal color. This is going to be the same colorway on the upcoming Air Jordan 11 that's set to release around the holiday time. Very, very cool. We also just found out that Nike's going to be coming out with a pair of gamma blue Air Jordan 12s in early 2014. So the 3 Lab 5s are $225, and that's crazy. I mean, it's like the highest retail price for any Jordan Retro that I can think of in recent times. And it's outrageous. I mean, sure, the shoes come with this really cool box. It's very scientific and looks very elementy, but $225, come on. So I look at the Element series and I remember 3 lines from the Jordan brand in the past that were just abruptly stopped. And I think the same thing's going to happen with the Element series. The first one is the AJF line. Remember when there were those Air Jordan Air Force One fusions and it was supposed to be all the different Air Jordans fused with Air Force Ones? Well, that line abruptly stopped. Same thing with the Bin 23 line, and those are very, very coveted Jordans. The Bin 23 line consisted of Air Jordans that were supposed to be made of premium materials, and they were going to release the 1 through the 23, and they were going to be outstanding. But Nike stopped it after just 5 shoes. We got the 2, the 5, the 7, the 9, and the 13, and then the Bin 23 line just ended. And the same thing happened in 2010 with the 25th anniversary pack. So to celebrate the 25th anniversary of brand Jordan, Nike was going to make white and platinum Air Jordans, and they were going to do every one from the Jordan 1 to the 2010 model. But that abruptly stopped too. We got the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 9, the 11, and the 2010 model. But nobody knows what happened to any of the other Jordans. It'll be very interesting to see what happens with the 3 Lab 5 and the Element series. We'll see how many Nike actually makes. And I think it's going to depend on you and me. As long as we're buying these shoes as soon as they release and they're selling out right away, Nike will keep cranking them out. But if we stop, just like we did with those AJFs, Nike's not going to keep making these shoes. So we'll see. Now let's move over here to the Doernbecher shoe. This is the dopest of all of the Doernbecher Jordans, and it's the coolest Doernbecher shoe that's come out, except for maybe the Dunk, that they made just 2 of, a Mark Smith laser collaboration that just sold a couple days ago for silent auctions. So anyway, this Jordan was designed by a boy named Isaac, who tragically passed away after suffering his 2nd heart attack at the age of 12. These shoes are incredible and they glow in the dark. They were actually made up of sketches that were done by Isaac before he passed away and other sketches that were provided by his parents. I'm going to turn on a couple of black lights so you can see how amazing this shoe is. We'll dim the lights in the room, and you can see that the upper of this shoe actually has a poem on it that Isaac wrote to his family, his friends, and his basketball and baseball teams. Very, very cool. There are a lot of elements in these shoes that glow in the dark, like the lace lock, parts of the outsole. The shoes are going to have numbers on them. This one says 31. This one says 9. Number 31 was Isaac's basketball jersey, and number 9 was his baseball jersey. He absolutely loved sports, and he loved video games too, and these shoes come with a laser pointer that was inspired by his love of video games. So my only problem with these Doernbecher 5s is that they retailed for $180, sold out immediately. They were restocked on Twitter a couple times, sold out again. And all of this money is going to Doernbecher Children's Hospital. Why would Nike charge $225 for the 3 Lab 5s and keep the money for profit, and then the shoes that are going to charity are being sold for just $180? What Nike needs to do is sell their Doernbecher shoes on eBay, just like they did with the Air Mag, just like they did with the Paranorman, just like they did with the Black History Month Air Jordan 1s, just like the Converse Jordan Pack. They should do that, auction off the pairs, and donate the money to the hospital. So much more money will be generated. To date, Nike has given more than $6 million to the Doernbecher Children's Hospital. If they were to do what I just suggested, let's say they made 1,000 pairs of these Jordan 5s. The current trading value for this shoe is about $1,200. So if they auctioned off 1,000 pairs and each one commanded $1,200, that would be $1.2 million from the sale of just one shoe. It's taken Nike more than 50 shoes, more than 10 years to generate $6 million, and they can get 20% of that money off of just 1,000 pairs of one release. So we just found out a couple days ago the Doernbecher collection that's going to come out November 9th features a pair of Jordan 10s, a pair of foam posits, some Rochers, a couple other cool shoes. I'll be all over those, but I'm sure that next year Nike's going to get it together and they'll start auctioning off the Doernbecher shoes and really generating some good money for charity.